See the thing, so I didn't want to.
I am.
Awesome sauce. So thank you guys. I'm still here in Nashville with a few of our teammates. We've got Allie and Laura and Dahlia and William and I hanging out and just exploring the city now, and it's unreal coming off of the Coach Summit. I've got so much information to bring back to you guys, but I just wanted to do announcements. Heidi is going to host this call tonight, which I'm really excited about because if you guys, if you watch her, she so genuinely shares her transformation, and that's what attracts people. You don't sell anything, you just share your story, and people just are drawn to you. So excited to have all of you guys. Announcements for tonight. There are so many, 12 programs went on sale for $140 for the month of August. It is Team Cup month, you guys. If you are not on a team, you need to be. This can triple your income. This can triple the amount of people, and that's what we need to be going after are the results, right? And that's like something that really hit home being here even more so. You know, I'm all about making transformations. I love transformations. Like it sets my soul on fire to just watch people grow and change, you know, their entire lives, because it's not all about inches and pounds. But we need to start going after results, right? Stop worrying about Success Club. You need to reach it. It should be non-negotiable that you're helping 3 people a month at minimum, but focus more on getting them results. That's what it needs to be about, and that's what this call is just gonna rock your world, because Heidi, that's what she does. That is her jam. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna be listening to the recording, but I just wanted to make those announcements. Team Cup, they extended it by a day, so tomorrow at midnight is the last day to sign up. If you are not on a cup, get on one. I am going to be using the team page as my thread for Team Cup. Every single day when I would check in normally to just a private thread with just my people, I'm going to do it in the team page, and I want each and every leader on this team, and leader means a person that's just stepped up and joined a team. I want every single person to use our thread, our team page, as their success, you know, as their Team Cup, you know, tracker or whatever, or you know, just finding out what's everybody doing, what are we getting into, and whatnot. So Team Cup, you guys got to register. Who is going to be in New Orleans with us next year? You have no idea how happy it makes my heart to just see some of the newer coaches just show. They've already bought their tickets. We've already got like 30 people already. We've already, tripled? Would that be tripling almost? Tripling what came this year from Team Limit alone. Amazing. My mind is already blown. I'm super excited. I can't wait to hang out with you guys next year. Hopefully there's nothing compromising been put out there with videos of where we, you know, have gone after the seminars since we've been here. But it's a blast, you guys, and New Orleans is going to be ridiculous. So super excited. That's it. That's the announcements, I think. Team Cup, get on a freaking team. Challenge Packs 12. You can help anybody. There is a program for every single walk of life on sale for August. Get excited. Do you know what program's included in that? 21 Day Fix, right? Those are our best months when 21 Day Fix is on sale, because that program alone changes lives. It changes people's entire world. It teaches people how to portion control, eat pizza, and all the things that they love in a portion controlled and cleaned up way. So why not, right? And 30-minute workout a day. That's it. Everybody can do these things, you guys. So I challenge you to dig deep. Go for results. Message anybody that you know is having health problems, anybody that you know needs to just get their butts in gear, and say, I want to get you results. What do I have to do? I don't care if it's just a program. If they can't afford the shakes, I don't care what it is. Just get them started. Put them in a challenge group. Tell them to be a fly on the wall. Just use the menu. Start with the clean eating if they absolutely can, and hopefully they'll just see all of the vibes, you know, just growing, and it's contagious, right? It's contagious. So hopefully, you know, that'll help some people. So I just wanted to say that. I couldn't not jump on the team call. Heidi, thank you so much for being the leader that you are. You did not even hesitate when I asked you. And I so appreciate you. It means the world to me to be able to basically unplug. But I just got on here because I miss you guys. But I've unplugged. I'm able to unplug and go to these seminars and go to these conferences and all of this other stuff, and know that my leaders have my back, and this team is just going to keep on pumping. So proud of you. I love you guys to pieces. I've got so much information to bring back to you. Heidi, I'm turning it over to you. I'm muting my line, and I think you're a rock star. So thank you for sharing.
All right, girl, have fun.
Thank you. I'm staying on for a little bit.
Okay. All right, let me share my screen, ladies. Hopefully I will be able to get this to work, right? Can everyone see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yep, okay. So when Jen jokingly kind of asked me to lead a team call, I was just annoyed that I wasn't going to be in Nashville with her, but of course I'm a team player, and I was trying to think about what could I talk about, and I asked her, what her thought was, and so we discussed the story part. So if any of you follow me on Facebook, you probably already know a little bit about my story, but I think for you trying to grow a business, that was actually never an intention of mine, which I think is probably funnier. I came out of nowhere for Jen, but in the same aspect, she came out of nowhere into my life too. So the biggest thing for me, and the biggest success in the business, is I had to let go of my fear. And there is so much fear, and I'm talking about this as someone that was very overweight, but it can go, you don't have to have a story like mine where you're very overweight, you're now healthy. It could be that you were very thin and, had bad times, or that you were emotionally unstable, or that you went through a divorce. People relate to real people. So I'm going to just talk to you about kind of my story. My journey with the program started December 26th. That is the day that I Facebook messaged Jennifer Wooten. For those of you who haven't figured it out, my daughter is the girlfriend to her son. So we are friends, our families are friends. And so that is how Jen and I connected on Facebook. And I kept seeing all of these posts, and my daughter has a very low self-esteem and does not have a healthy relationship with food. And being a 15-year-old girl, it causes problems. So I saw what Jen was doing, and I'm like, all right, my daughter's name's Karina. Do you want to do this? She said, yeah. And so I half-heartedly contacted Jen and was like, we'll go all in. And I was doing it for her, not for me. It felt like one more, here we're going to go. My heart wasn't in it. And the 21-day fix is the program that Jen talked about. So we vacationed, came home on January 3rd, and we were starting the following day doing the 3-day refresh. I opened the book on the 3rd, completely overwhelmed. I tried to take in too much at one time. I didn't understand the food. I actually ordered the wrong refresh. So I had not with the refresh. I ordered the extreme, though, 21-day fix, which is even more, the food groups are less, but I was trying to plan it all up front, the 3 days plus the 21, and it was too much. And my daughter was sitting with me, and she's like, can we not just look at the 3 days? Like, Mom, you're getting ahead of yourself. So we just focused on the 3 days. The refresh, it was hard for me. I thought I was getting physically sick, but I didn't know it was because of the refresh. I think it was coming off of the holidays, the sugar withdrawal. I just had a horrible headache, and it was a reality of what I was doing to my body, because I deserve the headache. I mean, I was not in a good place, but the 3-day refresh, I lost 7 pounds, 7 inches. My daughter, who only weighed 138 pounds, also lost 7 pounds. So that was a big deal. And we took it one day at a time. So January 4th was my day one. The pictures to the right are my day one pictures. For me to even put this out there for the 16 people on the call is a big deal. But the reason I can do it is because I let go of my shame along the journey. So I just want to show you, this is where I started. What was different this time? I absolutely did not want to look like a failure to Jennifer Wooten. I didn't know her. I just met her. She was very inspiring. And I also didn't want to look, I didn't want to let my daughter down. When you are doing something for a child, your motivation changes. Even my husband, men kind of suck when it comes to this. He just stopped drinking soda and ate a little healthier, and he took off 20 pounds because when it's for your daughter, you're going to all buckle down. So I wasn't going to fail. But you know what? I have done everything in the past, so I just expected I was eventually not going to care. Then I had some friends jump on board, and so I was handing them to Jen. I'm like, I have my neighbor, because I was talking about what I was doing. Women talk about programs they do, people that you're close with. In no way was I thinking anything of it. I had just started, and so Jen says to me, you're not being smart. You should have these people under you. They don't want me to be their coach. They want you to be their coach. I'm like, I don't want to be a coach. Who's going to want me to coach them? Look at me. I'm not coaching material. And she's like, they don't want to be with me. So I did it. And I don't do anything half-ass. So this was no different, because I didn't want to then let them down. And then when I started to get in a rut, so it was just a few friends. I had never done a challenge group. I was always saying to Jen Wooten, can my people be in your group? Can they do all of your stuff? Because I don't want to let them down. But in the meantime, I was developing my own things, my own story. And I was probably into starting my third round. And I was feeling bummed because the scale wasn't showing it. And I hadn't gone out publicly. I hadn't shared anything. And I went in my bathroom and I took some pictures. And those are the pictures on the right. And I couldn't believe what I saw, that I could see a physical difference in my body. I knew mentally I was better, but I was starting to get into the same beat up of letting the scale determine my success. And when I saw it, I thought, I need to let go of the inner demons. I need to stop being my worst critic. I self-sabotage. I had a horrible self-image. I made a joke of my weight, because that's how you get by sometimes. And when I looked at myself, I'm like, dude, like, I'm kind of kicking ass here, and I'm getting some muscle, and I am shrinking. And although to me, when I look at the pictures of day one and then the down 23 pounds, to me, it looks like I'm down a lot more than 23 pounds. But it's purely, that's the workout. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me just see. The slides don't change. So you can't see what was different? Are these not changing? All right, hold on. This happened last time too. So why don't I do this? Can you see this one? All right, hold on. Let me try this. Okay, do you see this picture? Okay, so this was my first picture. Hopefully everyone can see that one. And then this is my, can you guys see this one? Okay, so now I'm saying, so my day one to my my round two. Hold on, it's very hard to manage all this. Okay, thank you, Tammy. But this is what I'm saying, like, I took the pictures of myself for my own self-esteem, and I'm like, okay, it's time to let go. So I posted this on Facebook, and that was huge, because when I originally took the pictures, and I said to Jen, I took pictures in a sports bra and shorts, I'm never going to share that. I'm never, ever, ever going to let people see me like that. And then this day, for some reason, I'm like, I have a horrible mouth. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to put it out there, because why not? Because you know what? I'm never going to be the person that's in the first picture. I'm not going to be her again. I'm no different inside, except that I don't beat myself up on a daily basis. So why not share it? Like, what do I have to be ashamed of? It's my body. So what my body looks like, that's my business. And it was the day that I let go of the shame. And that's kind of how I put it. And when I let go of the shame, I can't even tell you what happened. When I dropped the shame, the outpour of support was unbelievable. The comments, it's probably one of the most liked pictures I've ever had on Facebook. And everybody wanted to get on my team. I didn't even know what to do. I couldn't believe it because I put a few pictures of myself. I'm still big in the last picture. I'm not looking like half the Beachbody coaches you see on TV. But you know what it is? I'm real. I'm a real person. I started somewhere. I have struggles, and I kept going. So then I posted a little while later the top picture you see here, which I had never, ever shared. And I only had a close circle that knew that my real journey. So my real journey started when I got pregnant with my first daughter, and I gained 100 pounds. And I gained 100 pounds because I ate everything and anything I wanted to eat, period. But weight has always been a struggle for me. It is not something that just happened as an adult. I had to think about it as a kid. I understand my daughter's, always thinking, because some kids, damn, they come out looking perfect and they don't do anything for it, but that wasn't me. So I then gained a ton of weight. You can see me in my first picture. I weighed 279 pounds the last time that I got on the scale. So I had a weight loss surgery. I was an epic weight loss failure. I did Weight Watchers. I did Jenny Craig. I did a diet doctor with B12 shots and Phentermin. I did Spark People. I did Atkins. And finally, I had weight loss surgery. And I remember my primary physician saying to me that she had to sign off on the paperwork that she would absolutely support any decision I made, but I needed to understand that I had to change because no surgery is going to change you, that it's a tool. Great. Yeah. I'm going to be different because I'm having surgery. It was great. I wish I had done it many years ago. It was a great tool, but it didn't change me. I didn't want to exercise. The exercise is key. You can't, food is 80% of losing weight, but if you're not exercising, you're not getting the healthy that you need to get. It doesn't, there's something about the exercise going along with it. So critical for me. I hated every minute. I wasn't going to exercise. And so I got down to, 200, which was great. The first 40 pounds I didn't work hard for. The next, every pound I worked my butt off for. The surgery I had, I'm happy to share, I had, it's called the gastric sleeve, not the bypass. So nothing was rearranged in my body, but my stomach was, the size of my stomach is decreased. So my intake is less. But I learned very quickly that I could eat all day long. So I might not be able to eat a big portion at any one meal, but I can graze and I can eat all day long. So that's how you self-sabotage. So I kind of hung around there. And so people ask me, what did you look like before you started the journey? Well, I showed you the half naked pictures before, and then you can see the pictures at the bottom here. Christmas 2015, that was the day before I reached out to Jen Wooten, and then where I was a month ago. That's a huge difference when I look at that, because the person, how I feel about myself, it's undescribable. Like, none of this is fake, and none of it is a sales pitch. The money, for me, it would be great if I could truly make a business out of it. But for me right now, I'm not at my goal. So this is not about I want to make a lot of money. It is about, I need to constantly get new people because they help keep me going, because people are always going to drop off. And I always tell people, don't ever be ashamed to tell me that it doesn't work for you. I have been an epic failure. I put it out. I tried everything. If 21 Day Fix isn't your thing, it's not your thing. Okay. I don't take it personally. I wish it worked for everyone the way it worked for me. But it is what it is. I'm not going to not be your friend. So I dropped the shame. I shared it. The connection was made. My first team cup, I made a deal with William Wooten that I was going to beat him. And if I beat him, his whole family had to wear Steelers wear. And if I lost, my family had to wear Cowboys wear. Anyone that knows me, my husband would divorce me before he would put a Cowboys jersey on. So that month I got 38 points, and it was very effortless, which means I had 16 people join. So it came out of the woodwork, because when you put your stuff out there, when you put the real story, people want to hear more, because everyone has it. I had large people and I had really small people. I had people that wanted to gain weight. How could they connect with me? They connected with me because I'm honest. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm also an 80%. You're not going to be 100% every day. So my keys that I tried to figure out, because I try to share I'm probably a failure, Jen, in the fact that I don't post 3 times a day and, that kind of thing. But I try to, every few weeks kind of put something out there to remind myself where I've come from. And these are various pictures. In this one, my most painful memory in these pictures is this one with the pink hat. And if anyone had seen that post, Halloween, I had surgery November 5th, 2012, the Halloween. So 10 days before, because it was right before Halloween. I went to Hershey Park and I went up to go on a ride with my daughter, and I didn't fit. And never in my life had I not fit on a roller coaster. It was the most mortifying moment that I can ever remember, and more so because my daughter felt so terribly bad for me, and she was little. So if that was in 2012 and she's 9 now, she was 5, and it was so horrible. And I look at myself then, and I know that I wasn't unhappy, but I was sad, and I didn't feel good about myself. Because when you're big like I was, I walked around constantly looking around me. Is anyone bigger? Like it's just a self, I don't know. You really are not very nice to yourself. I wasn't. And when I started the 21-day fix, I have never felt better about myself, because when I'm taking care of myself and working out, even though I'm not at my goal weight, I feel good. I'm proud of myself. I don't mind walking around with a tank top that says I work out. Before, I didn't want people to think I worked out because they look at me and say, she can't work out. Now I'm proud of it. I got muscles going on here. I mean, I'm doing it. And then, this one down here, 2006 on a jet ski. Sometimes I stop because I don't even see myself in those pictures. But it is where I was then. And then what has happened to me, the community I've met, it's amazing. So when I say accept who you were, but recognize that you're not defined by an exterior shell. It is what it is. Who you were or how you were or the old habits, they were accepted. You got to let go of the negative, all of it. The self-doubt, the self-sabotage, the self-criticism, the thought that you're going to fail because you failed before. And again, this can be that you're trying to tone. This could be that you're trying to lose weight. This could be that you're trying to deal with depression, whatever it is, because this is all about health and fitness, mental health, physical health, and being fit. And then love. Love this new life. Love who you are. Love yourself. And that is hard. But I finally love myself enough that I miss some games every once in a while, ladies. I never missed a thing because I was at the bottom of my priority list. And now on a Sunday, I'll sit it out because I got to go to Costco and I have to get my groceries. And my husband and I go to therapy. I am an open book to people that I know aren't here to criticize me. I'm a big fan of therapy, and we're in therapy and we're talking about this. And she said, you've added health as a family value. And that is the truth. So health is finally a family value, and I have to make it a priority. And so I love myself enough, and also my family, to make it a priority. I must also say that my teenager, I think she's lost between 10 and 15 pounds. She still struggles. It's really hard to be a teen that doesn't have a great metabolism with what kids do. My youngest one lost 10 pounds. We don't know how, but you know why? Because the processed shit is out of my house. We don't have it. But I make sure that they get it, because for kids, they need treats. You need to get ice cream. You need to do those things, because I don't want them to be unhealthy with food like I was. And then share it. If you are trying to make a business, or you need to get yourself to where you're trying to go, sharing it is going to help you, because people are going to want to come with you. They're going to want to get on board. And that's why, for me, again, I'm still trying to get to where I need to go, because the summer has been hard, and I have shared that. I don't hide that. I have gained weight over the summer, and that sucks. And then I just want to show that don't stop sharing. Somebody needs you. Somebody's listening, watching, looking. And I'm telling you, the people that have contacted me, I sometimes just sit back and I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe this person has reached out to me. And yeah, you just got to keep sharing and putting out the public. I understand if you're not ready to let go or to really go public if you're midway, but that was what was hardest for me. And I kept saying to Jen, I'm not going to want to share until I reach my goal weight. Okay, my goal weight is 150 pounds. Ladies, it is going to take me a long time to get to 150 pounds when I'm working out 7 days a week. It's not going to happen that quick. And I would not be sharing probably for another 2 years. So at some point I had to, figure out what did I need. And again, the accountability and the sharing with other people, because people say to me, what is so different? We all know we need to exercise. We all know we need to eat well, right? Nothing's new about that. Okay, containers, it's the food pyramid, right? We know this. Anyone that's tried to watch weight, the difference to me is the community. You're opening yourself up, you're sharing it, you're becoming accountable. And again, I sit here and people have come on and they're talking about this. It's nothing really new. I think it's just kind of a refresher to get outside your comfort zone. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to be where you're trying to get to. I'm not there. Right now, I think I'm 6 pounds still off where I was. Like, that sucks, but I don't beat myself up. I went on vacation last week. I got up at 6 o'clock. I exercised every morning with 2 people from my team. We Zoomed. Because that's what I have to do if I'm going to eat a s'more at night and shove pasta in my face, right? Like, just whatever. So don't stop sharing. So what I also asked to there's my story. I asked 2 members of my team who are also coaches to join the call. I don't have necessarily any active, I am a diamond. I don't know if, so I became a diamond. I am primarily all discount coaches, but that doesn't matter to me. And I asked 2 who are women that I value, I really appreciate. Hold on before my computer dies, because that would suck. I forgot to plug it in. Okay. So I asked them to join the call because I wanted them to share what was it. I do feel that I have had an impact on these 2 ladies. And I just asked, would they be willing to hop on the call and kind of share what was it that how did I speak to them? What made them, know that this works for them? Clearly I asked 2 women that are in it, and they've had good days and bad days. They're not perfect challengers. They're just like me. So I've asked Kelly and Patty, and they are both on. So whoever would like to speak first. Kelly, you're unmuted.
Okay,
You want to speak?
I'll speak. So one of the reasons why I joined, watching Heidi and seeing her posts and stuff, yes, definitely, that was one of the reasons why. I mean, I saw the difference in her. I saw the excitement that she was sharing, and but I also had some health issues that I was going through, and I had to make a change in my life. And my family is number one to me, and I really needed to make some changes. I was diagnosed with cancer, and it was stomach cancer. So, I don't know where that came from. I don't know why I have it, but of course, you automatically think it's in my stomach. It's got to be maybe partially what I'm eating. I don't know. So clean eating was a big, big deal to me. And but now I'm doing fine. It was non-Hodgkin's, so they say if you're going to have cancer, that's the cancer to have, I guess. But that is one of the reasons why I wanted to make a difference in my life. And Heidi, it has made a huge impact. I see her story every single day, and her bravery is huge, huge to me. And I appreciate everything that she has done and still doing.
And so the one thing about Kelly too is that Kelly's my neighbor, and she had been one of my daughter's Girl Scout leaders, and we see each other, but we weren't tight. We were friendly. And so she had told me she was doing the 21-day fix, but she, was doing her own thing. She didn't need a team, right?
Oh, that was yes.
That was the beginning, but she just won't let me.
Do you want me to share that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. back in October last year, I was like, oh, I can do this 21-day fix, no problem at all. And got the containers. I actually bought it on Amazon. And had the containers, had the CD, and I was like, I could do this. I could do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I opened up the book. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. The containers. And so I tried to do it. I failed. But then that's when I saw Heidi, in January, she posted all this stuff. And I was like, I really need to get on a team. And that is one of the big, big, big things that I recommend to anybody. Get on a team. It makes a huge difference. You're accountable. And every single day you see the post and you're like, oh, shit. I need to do this. So yes, I failed doing it by myself, but being on a challenge team, and I lost a whole size. So I'm very proud of myself but summer is very difficult and I need to get back on board.
Yeah, and so the reason I had asked Kelly is that she was an example of someone that was right around me. We were doing the same program. From an outward appearance, she is not somebody that you would think would be hardcore into, wanting to do this. And then she realized that just from my post, right, she had a coach assigned to her. No, she didn't, because she had it from Amazon. And it's also I'm not here. I am not a salesperson. I'm a product of the product. I take anyone. So Kelly joined me. She didn't buy anything. She already had it, right, Kelly? I mean, I didn't care. I don't exclude her from my group. I don't exclude them from prizes because I'm here for everyone to feel like I feel. Like, why? That has to be your reason you're doing this. And if it's not, people are going to know. And if you're not if you're not doing the programs yourself, because I have had people come to me and say, oh, I've known Beachbody coaches and they're frauds. They're just in it for the money. And that's crazy to me because the only Beachbody coaches I know are the ones on this team. And nobody's a fraud that I'm aware. I mean, everyone's in it. And then the other thing with Kelly is that I had no idea that she had a cancer in her stomach for a while. So it was not something that she shared with me. She just told me she had some health issues and, we were just kind of battling together. And I'll never forget when she dropped the bomb on me standing in my driveway. And I was emotional because she picked me. She freaking picked me. So it's amazing now and it does help. So thank you, Kelly, for sharing. I love you. And then the next one, so Patty is so near and dear to me because she was my roommate's. She is, not was. She's my roommate's mother. And so I grew up knowing Patty. And Patty is another example of, I couldn't believe when she reached out to me. What the hell? I'm 40-year-old Heidi that she's known when I was like drinking in her condo, underage, wrecking havoc. And here she is reaching out to me. And let me tell you, this woman kicks ass and is totally in it. So, Patty, if you don't mind just sharing kind of what hit you, and you are on mute. So, unmute. I wonder if I can unmute you.
I got it.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'm Patty, and I saw Heidi's Facebook post, and I was just a friend, but I was watching her results, and I'm 63. I'm retired. My husband's getting ready to retire, and I was in bad shape. My knees were bad. I think when I started the program, I weighed 283, and if I stretch it, I'm 5'2". So that's pretty not healthy. So anyway, Heidi had this test shake group, and I said, oh, let me just try the shakes. And she had recipes in that test shake group, but there was no expectations of, doing anything more. But I bought my challenge pack, and I told her that I'd like my husband to do the shakes too because his blood sugar levels were high and his cholesterol needed some help. So anyway, we did that. And so she, of course, being the generous person she is, did say, go ahead and be a discount coach. So that's what I did. So it just And I have been the epic failure that Heidi did. I did every diet there was, but I did not do weight loss surgery. And when I went to a new doctor in February, because we just moved to Florida, he asked me if I thought of weight loss surgery, and I said I can't do it because my problem is I eat way, way, way too much. And I knew I would sabotage the operation, and then I'd be really up a creek because my body would be altered and I would be worse off than I was. So anyway, Heidi said, watch the exercise before you do them. So the week before, I started watching the exercises. I was doing the meals, and luckily my husband, who's a picky eater, was liking the recipes that Heidi provided me. So it's so overwhelming in the beginning, and Heidi, this is such her strong suit, because she helps you get the results, because she helps you plan. I told her how after my husband goes to bed at 9 o'clock, I would eat a complete another meal. So she helped me structure my menu plan so that I would make sure that in the evening I would get the sweets or whatever I needed to go ahead and keep me on board. So the shakes are the secret. The shakes give you energy, and the shakes take all those cravings away. So once I officially started my first round of 21-day fix, I don't do exercise ever, okay? So I did exercise I did 2 full rounds, and then I went on vacation, but I did 2 full rounds, and with the eating, I have never felt like I've been on a diet. I'm just making the right changes, and I have felt so good. I can't really tell you how much I've lost. I've lost, I think, about 30 pounds, and I haven't measured myself in about, because I was away for over a month, I haven't measured myself, but it was over like 27, 28 inches. But I told Heidi and I don't let the scales mark anything, because when I did my first round, I lost like hardly anything, but the inches were coming off and I was feeling so good. But when I got back from vacation on Tuesday morning, I got on the scales and I lost 5 pounds on vacation. And I said, holy cow. And that's because I was staying with my brother and his wife, and I bought them a challenge pack, and they agreed to share it with me. But through all of this, anytime I have a question, I am this girl all the time. I'm saying, what can I do? What do I do? What do I do? She is always there. So for you coaches out there who maybe say, how can I get my people to, help my people be stronger? It's the way she does it. She's so honest with her struggles during the summer, because I think we all can relate to that. Just be there to help your people. I mean, there's not a question I go by. And I've asked her to help some people of mine who I'm not sure they're even going to go on it, but just take time to maybe address what their questions are. And she's added some friends of mine in the group. And I do talk about it. I mean, I let people know that I'm on a new adventure. And so it's been the best thing that's happened to me, because I know now that I'm still having trouble with my knee, and I'm doing fine with the eating. It's getting that exercise back in now. So I got to get my ass in gear. Pam's coming on Thursday, so my daughter's coming on Thursday for a few-day visit. But I can't wait for Country Heat, because full dedication when we go live August 15th with Country Heat. But Heidi, thank you so much, because you have been a blessing for me.
So, and this is why I wanted Patty to talk, because it just takes a moment to start. And clearly all of you are successful coaches that are on here. But when you share it, you don't know who you're going to reach. I've just told you I had not been in touch with Patty. I mean, Patty and I watch each other. I feel like I should call her Miss Patty, because she is my friend Pam's mom. And the fact, like, she inspires the shit out of me. Like, if I feel like I'm struggling and she's there posting, and one of our other challengers that lives in Hawaii, she's also a discount coach, she was trying to tag Patty for accountability. And I love that, because they're all in there, but I'm very active in my groups because I still have a goal, but I'm also very honest, because the summer sucks and I thought it would be easy. So thank you both for talking and sharing your story. I am almost done. So my last thing is, to kind of wrap it up, is be unapologetically you. Okay. I have lost friends because of this. Okay. Misery loves company. And I have lost friends who don't want to see me happy, sharing my happy posts. I have had, I posted this today, someone made a comment that, oh yeah, we see you on Facebook all the time and you know, we know you're trying to sell stuff. No, I'm not. And you're really not my friend. I'm not trying to sell anything. But there are so many people that want help. Again, you don't have to buy a thing from me. You can just join my challenge group and try to follow along. And I do workouts every day, and I do them on Zoom for anyone that's in the challenge group. You don't have to do anything. You probably will end up wanting to try a shake. I mean, who wouldn't? They're awesome. But I am who I am. And I've also explained, because I hate the comment, I loved you before, I love you. I know you loved me before. I'm no different. I'm still me, except don't you get it? Like, I'm happy. And I post more because when you're big, you hide from the camera. You don't get in front of it. I don't give a shit now. I mean, all the pictures with my kids, I take selfies all the time because I am not going to miss this time. So anyone who doesn't support me, I don't need in my space in my life. And that's okay. I had to be okay with that, because when you're trying to be healthy and fit, it is a lifestyle. And I got to tell you, I used to look at my friends that exercise and I was so over them. I'm going to the gym for fun. I'm like, fuck you. I mean, who does that? So I get it, but it was because I was miserable. And how could they like that? But I didn't defriend them. I always listened to them. But I am making a difference. I thank God daily. I definitely, and I know she's not on, Jem Wooten came in my life at the right time. My team, people like Kelly and Patty, this team, I mean, God, how did I end up with all these friends? It's so cool. So that's my story. You know, I'm going to stop the share now. I don't know if anyone has any questions or want to say anything before we end the team meeting, but anyone? No?
I just want to say thank you again, Heidi, for sharing your story. When you first posted, and then I messaged you to let me share your before and after pictures, I still haven't been brave enough to post pictures quite like yours. But I know I'll get there someday, and I just love your story.
Thank you. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you for sharing it. Sorry for my children.
Oh, mine are all out of town. So, all right. Well, ladies, thank you. And even this right here is very liberating for me, just to talk about it with people. So I appreciate the opportunity. Have a good week. Oh, wait. I got to take a picture. She'll kill me. Picture's always key. Okay, smile for those I can see. Oh, look at it. Now everyone's popping out so I can see you. 1, 2. Lindsay, there you are. 1, 2, 3. All right, ladies, have a good night.
Night.
Bye.